La la la. Hey chat. It's been a long time since we did one of these indie streams. I know nobody's watching right now. I'm just talking to you, the VOD viewers. You should, if you're watching the VOD, you should just jump ahead like a minute because I have to copy and send out all the links. I need to become more professional in the way I handle streaming. Streaming. Okay. Stream chat. Everyone. And I have to send out one more final link and then we can get started. Oh, okay, so have a heating pad here like a total idiot. The way my setup works right now, I have my microphone in front of my monitor, so let me just move that to the side. And let me move this and everything should be good. So just gonna start stream for the VODers. Hello everyone. This is Azure Aesthetics back with indie streams once more. Hopefully we can keep a bit of a streak going now. I kind of fell off doing this for a bit, but no malicious reason, just some things don't last. In a remote northern region, this fjord has many arms. I am surely lost. Hey, hey! Someone shot holes in my boat. Chat. Hey, without horns. Welcome. Somebody shot holes in my boat. I need to get to shore. I cannot swim. So this game was made by, I believe, a Norwegian. So technically, you know, this is family. We're playing family games now. Barely made it. What do I do now? This is a storytelling technique I think is underutilized in video games. Damn. We have to start over, gang. We died. Just having the character or having a storyteller, Bastion did this as well, having a voice give you context for the happenings. And I'm kind of disappointed that nobody took Bastion's formula and elaborated on it. Because especially you have games like, you know, those isometric RPGs that have so many crazy options. It's weird to me that we didn't get more elaborations on retroactively we will provide context such that the actions you committed will make coherent sense narrative. But yeah, they sure are unconcerned for someone about to drown. That is true. But it's totally fine. So I was recommended this game. I've been recommended it a few times. And the one thing I keep reading about it when people talk about it is atmosphere. When red dot, save is disabled. Okay. 5 is quick save. Bam. We quick saved. And yeah, you know, so far so good. Looks pretty. Looks like a game that looks... It looks like how you remember these games looking, but no game ever looked like this. This is always fun. A lot of variety in the foliage. You should save frequently. It will not be done for you. Oh, don't need to tell me twice. Yeah, so let us start our northern journey. We start by making our way up the mountain. And this traveling flute player. Welcome to Deadwell. I was hoping for a shipwrecked, a desperate soul to wander by, then conveniently someone sank your boat. Anyway, I will hire you to do a job where you will be stuck at this place. 3 things have been stolen from me, I need you to return them. Several of the inhabitants in the settlements have had involved in this theft. To get started, there are some things you should do. Yes, write them down in your little journal. You seem a bit dim. I will open the town gate when you have completed the tasks. You know, I just move away. It's funny that he had to put that in like quotation there, like move away, get lost, because it's a proximity context activated chat. I'm not pressing anything to activate it. So J to open journal, and yeah, it's unfinished quests. Very cool, very cool. I'm gonna save. I have my journal now. This is an enemy? Oh, it's the village idiot. See my beautiful pet worm, I found it inside a door far away. The sheriff also knows the door. He placed a tree-shaped key in the lighthouse. He does not know, I know. The sheriff placed a tree-shaped key in a lighthouse. Okay. Hey. Ah! That tax was just lost. For me, I will pay my taxes on time next time, I promise. Isn't it always the way, man? Let the good doctor check your health vitals. What's this guy's deal? I thought... this is... I'm trying to... Oh, this guy doesn't have that. That's fine. Now I'm looking for a lighthouse to find a tree-shaped key. Why do we have 2 black goats in our house? For the good company, of course. What is the green smoking cauldron? Green vegetables. Why do we have a broom each? If we are sweeping and one should break, we have another. Do not listen to my old, nearly dead mother. Her head is worm-eaten. Where does that door lead? None of your concern. The ghost of the witch guards the key. Very cool. Yeah. I don't have the rope wheel key. That's humiliating, gang. Damn, I wanted to get in there, in the witch house. I didn't have the frickin' rope wheel key, man. Something the flute player actually has not been done. Yeah. Trying to find a lighthouse. This isn't a lighthouse, this is like a chapel. It's Jesus. I don't have the bell tower key. Ah! Bruh. Do not let rumors scare you. My authority keeps all dark things far away. Please walk away with my blessing upon you, stranger. What banging, scratching, and growling you hear? Just the wind. Ominous. Ominous. I like this this room transition that is just a black screen that fades in, and then you know it just locks. It is a cool look. I'm sure that it was useful for having him drop in, and I'm sure this will be useful for jump scares later on. That's not gonna be... That's got to be a vampire. You think? I think he just looks like a guy, you know? Not every Norwegian has hair. Hey, Jan Fran, only the real Acer fans are here. Yeah, this is the smaller, less broadcasted channel. So only the elite will show their faces here. That's absolutely correct. This ski elevator thingy I thought was interesting. Why are you bothering me? I'm writing a report about this ugly, strange woman I arrested. She will not speak to me. A true sign of hiding something from the law. Also, she has this strange skin disease. Just look at her out of the corner of your eye. A criminal, if I ever saw one. But look, my police dog has gotten a new pet friend. Listen to how happy it is. Another thing I'm enjoying here is how out of time the entire setting is. So this guy is like a sheriff. And you can see like his clothing would indicate a certain time period, but he uses like feather ink writing, and like the technology seems really artificial, seems really antiquated. There's a tied up snake over here. This is something that I embraced for Snails Have Skeletons. Shameless plug. But yeah, I think that one of the worst impulses that has sort of grasped the creative fields is the insistence on placating nitpickers. So like, oh, well, the technology here doesn't make sense in this context. And it's like, okay, this isn't Doom. I'm not doing a story about how the technology changes how humans interface with each other. I just need like a sheriff. You can have a sheriff in a small village because you just need the character. It's totally fine. It's the flute player. Some of the people you talk to are liars or worse. Oh, open the forest path gate. There's where your journey begins. The forest path gate is locked with the key the sheriff is hidden. You will also need a weapon to kill things. Go through the woodsman's cabin behind me to find the inventor. Begging for one. Ah! Remember, find the 3 things stolen from me, even if it leads you to the cold mountains far into the wild and below. Not in an interaction. Not in. I wanna save my progress. There we go. Got some health. What's this? Elevator? This isn't an interaction, man. Come on. Go! There. Quick save. So yeah. Blacksmith behind her. Is that this? Oh. The door. Could I turn up my mic? Yes. That I can do. Turn up my mic or turn down audio. I could do both. I'm just wondering. So I could increase gain, but I don't want to do that. Because we need to have. OBS really needs to have a way to like they have volume increases and decreases, but what I want is a ratio scale. So what I want the audio set such that the final output will have my voice be this percentage higher at all like volume decibels. Actually, yeah, game. Yeah, okay, game audio down. Let's take it down to like here. I think you want a compressor. I want a professor to do this for me. I want like a streaming genius to take care of all this for me so I could just stream. It's a really funny Futurama joke. Good news. Oh, I'm not gonna do it. That's like really cringe. Hey, I'm trying to get a weapon, man. So I recently played a game called Paranormal HK, and it's missing the crank. Damn. And It's an indie horror game from, I believe, China or maybe Taiwan. It's in Cantonese, and it takes place in the Kowloon Walled City, among other places. And one thing I found really interesting about it was that China does not have a strong video game culture. They're sort of trying to create it, and best of luck to them. The interesting stuff they have made is, in fact, interesting, but they don't have an intuitive sense for why we design games the way we do, because they didn't grow with the medium. Like, they don't remember fixed camera controls, so they don't. It's not intuitive to them. For example, why context-sensitive prompts work the way they do, because that game would have you like pick up a red box to loot a key from inside of it, but then later on that red box would just be environmental clutter, and it's just like there's no coherent sense of like player direction here. You have interactions with the environment would not have any lighting to indicate that you can do it from a distance. What would happen is, say this sign here was an item I could interact with. What would happen is the game would look exactly like this. You know, it would have its own visuals, but you know, go with me. It looks like this, looks like this, looks like this, and once I hit a close enough proximity, I'd see a HUD element. And then I'd have to get even closer and like look at it to interact with it. So you're dropped into a level, there is no signposting for anything, and you just glue onto the walls like this, and you're just like looking at everything in order to try to find the proximity trigger activators. And I'm bringing this up because this game plays, it's just Half-Life controls. You know, we mastered first-person PC controls, and I respect the Chinese people. I wish them the best in their endeavors to become good at making video games. I don't believe they have anything of value to add to the fundamentals here. This has been mastered. Press space to run, move with the WASD keys, jump. Even if jumping, like that game did not have a jump, and there was no reason to ever jump in that game, but I still want to jump. You know, it's just like, it feels wrong when I'm locked to the ground like that, in that presentation. Do you think Hong Kong is perhaps from Hong Kong? So I think the game took place in Kowloon, and then the guy went to his office, and I think that was in Hong Kong, but I'm not sure the game is from there. But it, you know, now that you say it, it is possible. You know, it is possible. And also it tapped into that weird genre of, oh, we're just, you know, quirky chunguses, and we're gonna go and, you know, record ourselves in this spooky environment, and then everything goes crazy. I see that a lot in East Asian horror media, so I figure that's something that goes on there. Why are you crying for a weapon, and this you dare ask me after you jump into my house? I have an old rotten stone sling. Why not take that and get yourself killed? I just threw it on the other side. No, please jump over and leave. Oh, and the little elevator by the woodsman's cabin leading here is missing the crank to function. I bet you stole it. I did not steal it, bruh, but thank you. Also, yeah, this is also a really indie game where, like, there's no reason to create a special interface for, like, dragging the slingshot into my inventory. No! This is embarrassing, chat. I died. Is it 7 to quick load? Yeah. Wait, was he down there, actually? No, it's further up. But yeah. F. Oh, because I died. I thought you meant because the stream died. Hehe. Damn, and tap to equip. Oof. Hello? Oh, there we go. Interesting choice of weapon too, a stone sling. You know, in a AAA game, this would be like, you know, you'd get a pistol. Oh no! Is there fall damage on short heights? I don't know. So let us save now that I have during. Oh no! Oops. I don't think is this like. Oh yeah, it's totally fine. These interactions boxes are a bit excessive. I do appreciate the little red dot telling me when I can and can't save, but I'm just ignoring it. Never not. Oh, hey, it's the lighthouse. Huh? Alright, now another thing of this thing. The weapon sight is based on distance the target is described in the weapon. Okay, I'll read the damn menu. God. Switch between weapons and slots. Raise or lower weapon. Shoot. Target nearer, target further away. Okay, that's interesting. But I'm not looking for enemies, man. I don't... Ah! Hey! No thank you. No, 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 no. Ah! Hey! I hit him. This music strikes me as generative. This game is from 2001, so it's highly unlikely. I do find myself getting a bit tired, and some of those mastered fundamental design elements, yellow crate video notwithstanding. Yeah, so what I will say is that because they don't have a really deep culture of having this, the box built around them that tells them how to do this stuff correctly. There are times when you play a Chinese game and you're like, huh, you know what? I took that fundamental for granted, and maybe I should be questioning it. But a lot of the times it's just you're playing Black Myth... Hey, I thought I killed him. You play Black Myth Wukong, and there's just an invisible wall for... Oh, there was a bunch of spiders. I see. I'll quick load. And there's just a bunch of invisible walls for seemingly no reason. You could have just put a gate there, and the story doesn't need the wall, so, like, what are we doing? Okay, it's seemingly insta-killing them. Yeah. Get killed. Yeah. And yeah, so yellow paint. That's one of the videos. That video and the Sonic video from like old channel lore. Those are videos that I do regret. Not so much content-wise, but because, I think back on them and I sound kind of like a total jackass when I'm, listening to the video. It's like, there's kinder ways of saying this. It comes across really pretentious. Same with in the Silent Hill 3 commentary. There's a sequence where I'm like discussing the mole shopper theory, and I am dismissive to the point, like, it's a ridiculous theory. But my attitude when I'm dismissing it, I come across as such a prick. Like, that, it's just like, okay, this is a totally innocent theory, and I'm just putting people on blast as if this is, like, the most ludicrous thing ever. And it's like, it's not a great theory, but there's dumber theories, and it's just like, there's no reason for this in the video. It's unprofessional, and I regret that. But yeah, so the Yellow Crate video, I stand by everything I said in it. I don't stand by the tone. And also, I was not aware of how pervasive the problem was. Because when people said yellow paint, I realized, like, okay, Resident Evil Remake demo, I get that. People are referring to that. And I knew about, like, yellow guardrails and pipes and signs to, like, guide exploration in the Uncharted's. But when people said yellow paint, they meant yellow paint, and on further research, it's become apparent to me that no, the problem is a bit more extensive, and The video should have been exploring the pitfalls of the sort of the sort of consolidation of visual styles towards hyper-realism, and the problem of signposting with that style is that there just are, objectively speaking, better and worse practices, because information is better and more poorly conveyed within this style in a fairly objective sense. And what happens is that when you have all of these assets being created, they're being created disconnected from the actual game map. And so when you actually drop an item somewhere, you need to highlight it with like lighting, you need to like move the level geometry in such a way to draw the player's eye towards it, and it also needs to congeal with like the camera, but the player is also wrapping the camera around the place at all times to like congeal with to deliver on combat. And what happens is that yellow paint just becomes the path of least resistance. So that's what the video should have been about, instead of me just justifying the use of the yellow paint. Even though, again, I stand by everything I said, but it's just, that was the wrong video to make at that time. What's this guy about? I had a vision of you flying over cold mountains. Should you fall from the sky, your death will be quick. Hey, thanks, bro. Also, I have a shortcut. It's like Dark Souls. Or maybe I just have a new path. Also, I didn't make it to the lighthouse. Oh, you mean the music was made with indeterminate outcomes, or was programmed to in the game to generate stuff? Oh, I gotcha. I thought you meant like it sounded like AI made it. Hey, we did a full loop. That's freaking crazy. Let's go back and reach that lighthouse, gang. Sometimes I feel like people watch those old Orange Box Left 4 Dead Valve commentaries where they came up with using lighting for direction and then never did anything else for 20 years. Yeah, this is actually a great case for fixed camera positions, because Silent Hill, I mean, God, they never struggle having you loot the items you need to loot. Oh wait, is this the path? That's the path to the lighthouse, I see. I missed the sign. Or I just forgot the sign. I was watching the Norwegian rock out with a purple flame. But yeah, I need to, I really want to have, I need to reach out to a Valve developer. At any station, and I need to just have a 3-hour conversation picking their brains, because Valve seems to have a really deep sense of... I don't get a lot of ego from Valve, and it really feels... You know, maybe this is a massaged image that they've cultivated, but it really does feel like they believe the things they believe in because they have... they've actually done the homework. And... yeah, because there's no ego, I feel like they would gladly change design principles if better ones appeared to them. So yeah, I like Valve, even though I'm not the biggest fan of all of their games. I do like them as a creator. This game was made by one guy in 2001, 2021, and I don't know if it was one guy. Maybe. YouTube algorithm would love that title. The Norwegian rocker, a Norwegian guy rocking out with the purple flame. You mean that? Is that the I don't know. Kinda. I'm on safe ground though. Quick save. Thank you. So is this stream you cashing out on suggestions from the Discord channel? Yeah, I mean, free time appeared to me during the holidays, so I figured why not bring back indie game streams. Probably gonna be like an hour, 2 hours daily. I believe this is like a 10-hour game, so I don't know. I'm not promising I'll finish it because it is so long, or at least not necessarily on stream. But if I do, it's gonna be like over the week. And it's also just like distractions, because I've sort of exhausted my PlayStation 5's discount library. I got as far into Jedi Survivor as I could stomach. Then I played Night Train with Loki and Xavier, and then I was gonna play Jedi Survivor again, and I was like, nah, I can't go back. I can't go back. You can't ask me to go back. I just had crack cocaine, and you're asking me to just eat sugar? Nah, not happening. Auto run? I don't need to auto run. More like the same as screen sharing on the server. Huh? The revised Yellow Crate title. Yeah, understandable. I think everybody on everyone watching can sympathize and even relate, I would say, to having to go from the good drugs to the sugar. So hey, during the Game Awards, remember guys, I talked about that phone call I was waiting for? I got it, and that's about as much as I can disclose without revealing people's personal information, which I am reasonably certain they would rather kept secret. So, you know, if you were thinking about that, you have closure now. Ask the one missing a sock and pants about his journey and what he might have found, and then presumably lost. The traveling flute player. The one missing a sock and pants. Okay. I gotta say, I'm really liking the. It's a very primitive storytelling technique, but I'm really liking the application here. Is the village idiot missing a sock and pants? Why, he is. My voice told me to go to the cold mountains far away. 3 pretty treasures I found. Hey, he stole it. He's the one who stole it then. One made a red round door in the air. On the other side I found this sweet hungry worm. I brought it with me back. The door is still there on the ice. The second treasure disappeared in the foggy forest, wrapped in my pants. I lost the last wrapped in my sock right here. And look, my pet worm loved the snack offered by the sheriff. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, what door did this open again? Open the forest path gate. Yes, I recall there being a locked gate here somewhere. Not that. We opened that. Wait. Forest. Ah. Snails Have Skeletons Game Awards 2026. Hey, we can only hope. We can only hope. Will Jeff Keighley, this is missing the crank. Will Jeff Keighley, love me? Or will he abandon me? Time will tell. Let us get our heading back. Okay, so... could use more signs. I didn't go here though. Is this the forest path? Missing pants. Yeah, missing pants, man. Oh, it's these guys. I came through here earlier. Oh, hey! Forest path. No! Asshole. Map? Did I say map? Menu, left, right journal. I feel like there was a prompt on screen to open up a map, but it's fine. I'll just brute memorize the layout, I guess. I'm sorry, Norwegians, but I need to pass. Yay! I think there was a map in your journal. Oh. Ah, there's my map. Yo, this is an enormous open world, gang. Have you forgotten which key does what? No. Enter the forest path. Yeah. Oh, it even has like warp points. It's the flute. Lucky you to have a tranquil walk in the forest. You see that glowing sphere down the path? If you take a life, it will absorb the energy into itself. You need it to destroy dark barriers. It will also check the depth of water in front of you. Green means shallow, red means deep. And do not waste your projectiles on the black spy. It cannot be harmed by your feeble weapon. See you on the other side. Alright then. Found the absorber. Is that... Oh, it's over there. Cool. Cannot save during interactions. Yeah, I think the interactions are... Hey, are you the black spy? Whatever, man. We'll just zoom through here. Wait, I actually needed to absorb some lives in order to open paths. Ah! No! No! I'm dead. I'm dead like an idiot. Oh, terrible. Unrelated to this discussion, did you actually have a go at playing Chris Crawford's Le Mort du Arthur? Loved the combo, but when trying it out, none of what he was saying came across in the actual game. Like I said in the conversation, I think I played it for like an hour or something. I haven't gone back to it because at the time I was really researching. I'd been playing Prey a lot and I'd been going through immersive sims at the time, and I decided I would try my hand at because I loved his book on interactive design. It's like my game design bible. I decided I would try my hand at incorporating at exploring interactive storytelling with immersive sim mechanics. So the idea being that let's see if I can this is a different stream now. You did this, chat. I hope you're all happy. You got Sir Bad. Everybody hate on him if you're unhappy with what you're getting. So we talked about Half-Life earlier. Let's use Half-Life as an example. What we have here is a very primitive looking shelf. And you have gravity. And what happens in the game, if you make the shelf disappear, is all of these objects, they will fall down until they hit the ground. And you don't need to script for this to happen. You just create the system, and then it takes care of handling objects when they snap out of equilibrium. Another point to add to this is, here is a basketball in Half-Life 2. And what happens is Gordon Freeman shows up and he shoots it. And the ball, after being shot, it's going to maybe bounce around a bit, because of the impact. But when it stops, it'll actually just deflate on the spot. And then it'll no longer be deflatable. And the deflation, that is something that is just animated by some guy. Likewise, you have here windows. And what happens is Gordon Freeman, he shoots them, and you have like cracks that appear. And you have like little glass shards on the ground. And when I was doing my experimentations with immersive sim design earlier this year, I really got enamored with this aspect of it because, and I call this end of simulation. This is the point at which the game no longer bothers to even simulate what's going on here, because these are not viable physics objects anymore. There's no interaction you can have with this that interfaces with any other element. So you can't like pick up the ball, or you can't like pick up the broken glass texture on the ground and throw it at enemies or anything like that. The simulation is done handling this. So the parameters of the physics engine, it doesn't function this way, but you could think of it as the physics engine and the breadth of the simulation exists to handle items when they are not in stable equilibrium. So not on the shelf, or they're like broken, or the ball is not bouncing, or whatever you have it. My thinking was that you could apply the exact same logic to storytelling. And so characters, instead of having a physics engine to handle objects out of equilibrium, you could script it such that characters have stable states of equilibrium in relations to themselves, to the props in their worlds, to the other characters, and to the environments. And whatever interaction the player makes, sort of like an immersive sim sort of physics engine, it just, you nudge this character, bounce him here, and now all of a sudden he bounced this other character here. And now they've both reached stable equilibriums, and maybe, this character dies, which means end of simulation, that character is no longer relevant. I was really, trying to puzzle together if it was possible to use the physics engine from Half-Life 2 as a basis to create true interactive storytelling through immersive sim mechanics. And this was where my research was at, and this was when I talked to Chris Crawford, and this was when I was... it was it was much earlier than the video was released. Even on the Patreon, I talked to him very early in the year, and I just sat on the video because I was programming, and I wanted to finish that, and then I was like, I just gotta edit this and get it out of there. So that's kind of where I ended up with this. This is a system I want to re-explore later, but to answer your question, I did not finish La Mortuaire Tour, though I do intend to go back. But I was just in a sort of immersive sim grind at the time, having just played Prey, I was also playing, I might have replayed BioShock. I think, I played, I got into the System Shock remake, and I was really just churning my way through immersive sims at the time. Even thought about doing the Thief videos again, picking like that, digging that old Empty Promise. Oh, that was sad. Out of the ground. So, I have 31 health again. But so yeah, that's sort of where I left things with interactive storytelling, and I decided no more research. My game is all that matters. I have to finish making it. And now I'm doing the level design series just to have like some videos, and also because I started, it's kind of like when I was in the immersive sim grind, I didn't capitalize on it. I had the energy and I had the focus on this thing, and I didn't make any videos describing it or talking about any of those games, and it's a real shame because you remember when I was in the Armored Core mindset, I was able to make a lot of really fun videos, and you always want to catch the flow when you have it, and I had it during the immersive sim interactive storytelling thing. Didn't do much with it, and now I have FromSoft level design bug, and I decided, what, I'm not gonna let that slip. Recorded some videos, gonna edit them. I'm scripting out the Demon Souls video. The others are going to be conversations with modders and community members. So it's going to be easier on me to edit them and have something on the channel. And then it's just, the final couple of months of development for Snails Have Skeletons, release, and then we'll see what happens next. So yeah, let's look at chat again. My imagination going crazy right now. Game is on screen. Wait, the game was on screen at all time? What? Probably. I was can't. You didn't see any of it. No. Oh, I opened up Paint and everything. Why didn't Oh my god. Oh my god. That sucks. That sucks. I drew so many hastily assembled images and all. Oh man. One day, if I can be enticed to have this rant again, I can go through this again. I'll draw it all up for you again. It's going to be beautiful. But I promise you, the illustrations were there. Explanation lacked hacker, but it was alright. Some of your tangents in that video are coming into focus now. Yeah. Good side quest combo. Thank you. There's probably something to the logic for narratives, but the trick would be to make it complicated enough to be interesting, but good enough to not make it immediately awful. Yes, and the trick, I think, is really honing in on end of simulation. Because if characters interact with each other off-screen, then you don't need to have, like, anything playing. You can just have, like, the players in the room. He performs the action that triggers the next change in the equilibrium. He leaves the room, and then, the next time he loads into the room, the dynamic has changed. So you don't need to have it actually animate. I think that's a long way to do this. And then, kind of like how video games added visual detail after they mastered the fundamentals of 3D geometry and stuff like that. Later on, you can elaborate on that system. But you could. I believe this could be imported and be fairly functional in, say, Ocarina of Time, like a game with that presentation. And yeah. Acer lost episode. If you're streaming the game instead of your main screen, even if you change tabs, it wouldn't change into the stream screen. Yeah, I'm learning that now. Everything's changed. OBS different. YouTube streaming different. This world that I used to live in and was able to navigate, it's all changed. I've become so old. I've become old and my understanding of things antiquated. I'm 30 now, and the world doesn't make sense to me. I laugh every time someone says 6'7", but I don't know what it means. I'm just trying to capture my fading youth. But yeah, so yeah, a green ring indicates shallow water, red indicates deep. Alright, calm down. Quick saved. I like the little black shadow goblin guy following me around. Now let's see the ring. Where'd the ring go? Is this the ring? Like in the water itself? That would be weird. Dead. No! There was two of them. Dead. Easy. I came out largely even on that exchange. Ooh! Sniped. You'll also see casually abusing first-person shooter mechanics. Just like sliding around the map and like just waiting to angle him perfectly. In lieu of actually fighting the enemies. Let's see, is this... Okay, I mean... I don't know if this is the ring they're talking about, though. It's more Norwegians, gang. Oh, no, these latch onto me. I can't have that. Since you briefly talked about Thief, it'd be nice to watch you play that at some point, or see some Thief-related content. Possible. Like I said, I have more free time these days, so it could be done. Is he invulnerable? Not long, bitch. Damn. I sniped that guy. On impulse, I knew he was there and I sniped him. Yeah, dead, bro. I really wish I could stay to watch, but it's like 2:30 a.m. for me. It's also 2:30 a.m. for me. But yeah, like John Doe, if you have to dip, it's totally fine. You can watch the VOD, or not even watch the VOD. I find myself sometimes I can watch the VOD. Like when my streamer is playing a randomizer, I can watch the VOD because I find randomizers to be so interesting. So many just like crazy reshuffling of everything, and all of a sudden all of the encounters work completely differently. It gives you a lot of ideas for games and how to like set up your encounters in your own game. But oftentimes, when it's more atmospheric gaming like this, I have a hard time watching those VODs. Because the fun there is just to be there when it's live. And I don't begrudge anyone. You know, if you don't want to watch the VOD, I don't begrudge you. But you have to go into the description box and you have to wish list my game. And also check out. I think the first link is to this game. Yeah, destroy that. But yeah, check this game out too if it's interesting to you. Oh, I lack a life. Damn. I play video games to escape the cruel hardships of reality. And now I, who was once called a genius, am being told that I lack a life, even in my vidya. The humiliation. Oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, hey. Oh hey, there's a red ring when the interface, the ripples. Can I actually do damage to this? Or no? I can kill this. Wait, whoa! I hit it though. There we go. All right, cool, fun, awesome water combat, bro. Don't need it though. I'm waiting for that Fear and Hunger stream. It would be peak. Fear and Hunger. We can put that on the docket. If you're on, everybody can also join the Discord. If you're not on the Discord, I'm hoping I can just do at least a stream. Oops, sorry, dog. Do a stream a day for however long, and be sure to just drop your suggestion there. I didn't read that, please. The village idiot found or stole 3 devices from me. They are dimensional violators. They rip tunnels towards any realm you focus on, really dangerous things. Those are what you need to find and recover. Okay. Shit. We're getting a bit trippy with the lore and dimensional violators. No! Slid under. But I probably should be killing them because I'll almost certainly need more lives to open the next door. That's also an interesting progression lock. You need to just collect any amount of lives in order to open up the door. You won't see that in your Call of Duty! Touching grass is overrated. Hey! No. I will save scum. Shamelessly, I will. I'm enjoying this thing. I know I said it already, but it bears repeating. Adds a bit of flavor to the exploration, yeah, no? Oh, psych. Yeah, hit a tree, dumbass. I hit the tree, too. Hey, what the heck? What the hell? This is really... he's really fast. It's hard to fight him. I need to wait for him to wind up his next attack. There. No, not fast enough. Maybe I just need to get lucky. Maybe that's the real agenda we have to push here. Ah! This is harder than it looks, chat! I keep forgetting about Discord. Yeah. I'm also like, you know, I'm sporadically... There's sporadic activity from me. No! It was so perfectly angled. I could have done it. I could have done it. Screw this, man. I don't need to fight this guy. I don't need to fight this guy. But yeah, I've been active a lot, I feel like, in recent days-ish. Man, and just like everything comes out of the swamp to have a taste of my asshole. Hey, I got a upgrade and a fragment of emergency health. No, don't. Hey, how do I use emergency health? Health H. Yeah. Line you all up and kill you. Hey, whoa, what was this? All of a sudden I take much damage. Now I get a lot of... Come on, man. Come on, man. You know what? We're rewinding it a little bit. And we're going back, and we actually are clearing out the enemies instead of just tracking a bunch of them with us wherever we go. So there's a spider here somewhere. There it is. There we go! There we go! Got him! It's the millennia of Forest Journey. Acer is a pathologic street. Anything is in the cards. Anything is in the cards. Like I said, a lot of free time. Early morning... No. We will save scum. Early morning streams are not power-uppable because I'm most efficient in writing in those times, and I have like you know, this is just because I'm not as productive these days as I usually am. So in lieu of fast video churn out, it's just this while I finish out the video and before I get back to programming. So yeah, pathologic, it's in the cards. It's in the cards. But there's also please consider that maybe not everything that is played gets finished. Like this, I said this earlier, 10-hour, 11-hour game. I might drop it and move on to something else just to have some variety. But you know, we'll see. We'll see how much steam I have. I want a better weapon. I want a gun. Infinite ammo. No. Hey! I got one. Can I save? Not during an interaction. So it seems like while an enemy is aggro, it's considered an interaction. No. Hey! I got him. Clearly proximity matters to damage, though. It's interesting. We have to keep that in mind. It's early morning stream for me. It's 10 a.m. You know who has been streaming Pathologic? Fear and Hunger is at best a 3-hour long game. Of course, that's because you will die out a lot. Yeah, okay, like that we can complete on stream fairly reasonably if that's the duration. Like no, we're going back. I'm sorry, chat, that you have to watch me abuse save scumming to get through this, but you have to remember that I've become an old gamer ever since I turned 30, And now this is what you can expect to see from me. I watch these kids in these esports, and I'm just like, damn, I used to have that. There was a time when I played Ratchet and Clank, Crack in Time. It's a very distinct memory I have. And what happened was that it was very late at night, and I was playing the game, and I'd kind of like zone out, and I fall asleep, but I kept playing the game. Like somehow I was like still awake, and in my sort of sleeping state, I just made a bunch of progress through a level. Then I woke up again in the middle of it, and it was like, what the hell? And look, you know, I was half asleep. Maybe I just actually made the progress, forgot about it, went to sleep, and then was just standing still for a bunch of time. But I could swear, I had that in me at one point. But now, as an old man, it's like, you know, it's kind of like old Solid Snake. I can still get the job done, but it ain't gonna be as good. It's gonna look like this. Got him. Got him. It's gonna look like that. It's just like really dirty. How's progress on Skeletons with Human Face? Skeletons with Human Faces was the demo for Snails Have Skeletons. Skeletons with Human Faces is completed. You can play that demo, and it's entirely playable from beginning to end. Snails Have Skeletons has about 2 months of development left. Ah, map drawn. Start there in the forest path. Got him. Oh, it's the gremlin. Hey, next area, next area. Also, I would like to say that Pathologic is probably much more closer to a 10 to 11-hour game, maybe closer to 20. Patho is a lot with all 3 campaigns. I used to deliver newspapers in high school, and I distinctly remember falling asleep in my final period math class and waking up to the exercises correctly. Still have no idea how I did that. Yeah, see, that we had it at that age. There was a time in our lives. There's a time in every young man's life, and some women's lives too, where you can just play video games or do something more productive even when you're half asleep. But you can't do it anymore. You get old. Hi, Shipwrecked. There are 3 old grave mounds at this place. Enter them. A bow is resting inside the nearest mound. This I would acquire first, since the sheep have gone mad from ticks. The second has a key, and the third, question mark. There is also a shield to find in there. It's not for your protection, but part of a puzzle. Take it. Lastly, a huge stone near a rock slide further ahead blocks our path. Find the thing that makes the stone fall. Okay. Are we looking for mounds now, I guess? Is that a mound? It's a spiral of some sort, or is it like a tower? Let's wrap around the edge and see if anything comes to us. Also, I didn't need to fight any of those enemies. It turns out I didn't need to collect more lives, but whatever. Also, a bow is in my future, which is interesting, which is nice. Will it be the Dark Souls of snail games? It'll be the greatest snail game ever made. I don't know if it'll be the Dark Souls of snail games. Unless you consider Dark Souls the greatest Souls game ever made, I guess. Northern Journey, more like insect clearing journey. Got him. You made the Norwegian who made this game look like a total dickhead. I just want you to know that. That was really good. I'm just gonna take these arrows. The rock slide has blocked the road. We're stuck here now in this miserable wet place. We need to play our music somewhere. Do you need a performance? Let us see. No, I don't have the bow. It's just the arrows. That's fine. You didn't need those arrows anyway. It's better, you know, it's actually better that I, the man who had no bow and no arrows, keep the arrows, than you, the people who had no bow, but arrows, keep the arrows, since you had no reason to keep them around having no bow. But now that I've taken the arrows, I have found myself in the exact same predicament. I just salvaged your clan from Hey, no, 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 no. Got him. Hey, hey, hey. Ah! Okay, that was fine. Anyways, Israel was lovely catching up, but it's nearing 3 AM for me, so I have to hit the hay. Good night. Good night, John Doe. She did say something about sheep. What? Ow! Hey, he's like covered in parasites. We need to reload. We need to reload and reassess. Whatever. I'll wrap around the other side of the map, since the path I was following led to a dead end. He talked about finding the bow at a mound. Oh! Back here. Did I aggro? Oh my god, I aggroed it. Damn, that sheep died. If a game has quick saves and quick loads, it's over in terms of saves coming. I have no discipline. That's true. And yeah, going back to my conversation with Chris Crawford, that is not a fundamental flaw with video game storytelling. It is something video games can do, but it is a crutch that narrative progression and the progress you make in navigation and such are so correlated, where really, you know, you're just sort of rewinding the clock because you failed an action, and the ramifications of the story are just that, yeah, you know, just ignore it because that was a skill test, and the story is meant to be appreciated absent the skill test element. And full arrows. No! Shit, son, these are skeletons. But I got the bow from the east. Get out of here, man. Hey! What the hell was that? God, that was terrible. Where did I enter that cave in from? I went here. I didn't go down, did I? I needed the key, I remember that. I went here, and I wrapped down here, and it's behind the waterfall. Or like, not behind the waterfall, it's like to the right of the waterfall. I remember. What? No. Hey, I got an emergency, I'll go take that. Blah. Oh, there it is. No. Shit. It's lost forever now. I'll take some loot though. I have to imagine that a sling is more effective against skeletons than a bow, just in terms of, you know, breaking the bones. Yeah. But I want to use the bow. I just got the weapon. Also, very likely Norwegian skeletons, whom I know from lore are weak to arrows. But then I don't think they would do so well against rocks either, so fair play. Man, can we
What the game really needs is a slow down mechanic, like in Max Payne, so that you can hit the enemies. And it needs like a Deadeye system from Red Dead Redemption, so that you can hit the enemies.
Oh my god, this is almost health. You know what? Screw it. We're reloading. I'm not losing half of my health to mosquitoes. That's what I could swear I found the cave here, but whatever. If anything is in the cards, No One Lives Forever is gonna be my other suggestion. Just again on the Discord, everybody on the Discord. No One Lives Forever. Did we talk about that the other day when I was pinging people unnecessarily for suggestions? When I was annoying people with my pings? There it is. I found it. I re-found it. Yo. Yo! Okay. Nope, 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 nope. No, 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 no. Also, I lost a shit ton of health from that. Damn. They're still following me, gang. Crawling skeletons, they're not meant to be this fast. It's not lore accurate. It's bad game design when a skeleton moves fast, gang. I think it was before the pod. You cannot tell any story without time travel or resurrection if you have any skill check with failures to hit in your story that way. I guess I'll overwrite my save even though I have no more health, because I don't want to bother getting into that cave again. Also, there's loots. Yeah, now I remember this entrance. Oh, come on, man! No, come on! You know what? You know what? Go back. And let's be smart. Where are the goats at? I hate this mechanic that he continuously unreadies the weapon. I'm not doing that. He's doing that on his own. I figure it's like, oh, you know, that stamina bar in the bottom middle screen. It's like, oh, you know, you can't hold it for too long, but just let me hold it, man. You are not the Chinese. You do not need to rethink the fundamentals. I got a message. Hey! No, no, no. Not doing it. Not losing progress to mosquitoes. I need to... mute that chat. But I'm back. I probably missed out on... Wait, I probably missed out on that one, but I know I've brought up that game at least a few times. Early 2000 FPS with stealth mechanics inspired by 007 Austin Powers Get Smart and other spy media. Arm tired, give out, hodl bow for too long. Grab. Oh! Oh, I'm so tired to chat. but I'll push through. I fell. Green is good. I like that he called it rings and not ripples. I thought he meant like on the HUD where the number of enemies I've killed is. I thought that was like a ring would appear there. Nope, I can hear it. No! Got him. Still have the mosquito to deal with. No! I'm wasting my arrows on this shit. Kind of feel like the arrow should have hit both of them there, but oak. Also, would have loved to be able to pick up my arrows again when I lose them. But I guess that just goes to show that you shouldn't squander your arrows on lame, weak enemies. Like a bug. Got him. Let's go back over there where I had an extra stash of arrows. This is very 2000s grunt noises we're dealing with here. I'm a fan. Very Jack and Daxter. And not, if you've seen those videos of those Resident Evil 2 Leon getting attacked grunts, and it is indistinguishable from just hardcore homosexual pornography sounds. It's really funny. Definitely, this definitely veers more towards PlayStation 2 mascot action platformers than more contemporary front noises. Tried aiming where I thought he was going to be. No! How much health do these things have, man? Jesus. Got him. And then there was one. Hey! This is also a common indie game thing, and I'm gonna put the game on blast. I actually really like this game, but I'm gonna put it on blast a bit. Because when the mosquito attacks me, I don't know how the attack is programmed. Hypothetically, it might just be that the mosquito has, a collision box, and during an attack phase, if you touch the mosquito, you lose damage. Or maybe it spawns a hit collision that does the damage for you. Whatever's happening, I think it really needs to shut down for like a second after it registers, so that, if I'm moving in the same direction as it, and it just sort of, we're just sliding together while the collision is occurring, I don't lose half of my health to it. Jeff would want you to push through. Jeff would want me to push through. Jeff would want me to have everything. Man, I hate mosquitoes. It's not even... Are these mosquitoes? Are these like some weird... Like they got ugly, long, sort of swamp bodies. Jeff would want me to push through so he could show me more ads. I I'm his strongest watcher of ads. Nobody watches ads the way I watch them. Nobody's doing it like I'm doing it. Everybody's watching them cynically. I'm just sitting there like, yes, I will enjoy this 7th Samurai Ninja Dark Fantasy game from some Chinese studio that was, you know, seemingly just created out of the ether. That's Skeeters. Ugh, nasty. I'm probably the first one with always on damage collision. It's probably that. Yeah, the first one. I thought you were saying that you were probably the first. I was like, what? Yeah, hey, let's actually test something. No, okay, so it doesn't have always on. It's on when they attack. At least they have. They're considerate enough for that. So probably what would have needed to happen is that you would have a function where it goes, you know, if I'm in my attack state and I'm touching the player, all player health minus my damage. But what you would have needed to do then is, if that check cleared, you would have like a timer go just count down, and then once the timer was done, damage would, like, it would, the counter would start at 0. And when you did the damage, the counter goes up to 60, and then when the timer goes down from 60 back to 0, then damage is applied again, or like you just set damage to 0 and then set it back to like my base damage, or you just like don't read the collision code with the player during attacks if the timer isn't at 60. I just don't want to be attacked like 7 times in a row because I happen to be moving in the same direction as a mosquito. Maybe actually they do have that. Maybe maybe I was attacked by 2 different mosquitoes earlier and it just felt like I was taking a lot more damage than I should have. Alright, one more. No, the tree! Got it. Last minute too. Did you see that, chat? That's I believe that's what the kids call MLG. Man, I was trying to draw the arrow. Not going out. I like the arrows for how quick they are, you know. With a sling you sort of need to time it. With the arrow it's much faster. It's the malaria mosquitoes, popular in higher altitudes. Ugh. I am on safe ground. I'm on the mound. Needs to have a nested function which needed to add a damage cooldown every time a successful damage is triggered. This is actually something that, because I was talking about Cargo Cult game design from Hong Kong, where it's like you're simulating the look and play of games as they're supposed to be made, but you don't know why they're supposed to be made the way they are, and so you make strange deviations because your intuitive sense for things isn't finely tuned enough. It's like I said, Cargo Cult game design. A lot of indie games, when they have issues, have the exact same issues. So it's like enemies not visibly communicating that they've been hit. That's very rare. Like maybe an enemy will just freeze and then go again, and it's just like nope. Make him transparent. Make him, you know, like I said, change the alpha value. Go into the shader, make his texture completely black for like half a second, or just like have an actual animation where he bounces back. You must communicate that the enemy has been damaged. So many indie games screw up on this. A lot of sound design problems crop up. And look, I'm not saying I'm not excluding myself. I've done all of this. I probably have a lot of those problems in my game still, and you know, just patch that out when people get yapping and. Man, you can't be attacking me from behind, man. That's another classic failure of these indie games. Attacking me from behind. Let's see, can I clear this all out? I can't even hit this guy because it's such a tight area. good skeleton sounds. I'm a bit of a carnivore of skeleton audio design, and I can tell you that there are, generally speaking, two ways of doing it. There's that sort of rattling, which is like probably like hollow wooden tubes clacking together or something, and then there's the other cooler way of doing skeleton rattling sounds, and that is you have a glass of water, you put some ice cubes to float in it, and you just sort of clack the ice cubes against the glass itself, and you just record that, and it sounds so good. That's the audio in my game. The water. It's on my face. It's stuff Super Mario Bros. 1 solved to the NES. Yeah. Hey Logi, first time seeing a pair of arms as the MC. Wow. Huh? The true Hobbit experience. Another classic indie game failure. I'm dying. I'm not supposed to die in your game. That is, that is a pretty classic failure, I gotta say. Many different contrasting colors. Bad for my eye. Hard to see. Oh, play Gris then? Absolute eye candy and you can't die there. Gris. The word Gris comes up a lot in my life for some reason. I remember a conversation I had with Essays and Espresso co-host Daniel when I think it was like Kevin Hart or somebody wrote a book. No! And he was talking about how his dad would like make grits or grits. Actually, that was grits. And I was like, hey man, that sounds like terrible food. And he was like, yep. And I think it was like ground beef and oatmeal or something. It's like just some trash. Interesting that he just has like flying vials. They're very visible. Good signposting, you don't need yellow paint to lead me to those. But interesting still that, because I think the visual design is pretty beautiful. It's just interesting that it's like, yeah, I'll just have like hovering near like green neon vials to lead players to it. No, chat, I'm never gonna get it. I'm also stuck on a weird collision. Oh, that's fine. You need green paint. Everybody's saying hi to Loki. Everybody loves you, Loki. Oh! And yeah, me and Loki, we streamed a little conversation yesterday that everybody can check out if you want. If Inya want. I found the cave! Bam! It's time to do like a super zoomed, just run in, loot the place, and get out. We don't fight skeletons. No. I got that Ravenwatch key. Nope. I shouldn't have gone for the health. I got greedy. My greed and my hubris cost me everything. I'll heal up just in case. Are you the Ravenwatch? Damn. Good to not have fall damage, I like. It's two ravens, and they watching though. It could be. It could be them. You know. So I think I came in from like over there somewhere. Hey, chat! I have a map. Why don't we do? Oh, I don't have a good enough map though. My map different. Oops. I don't even have like a compass or anything. Ooh. Nah, this is I know. What channel was the convoy on? Loki, it was just on like your channel, right? Just in the live stream section when you were playing Subnautica. No, I don't wanna enter the forest path. I want to talk to the guy, the flutist. Oh, I thought I'd assembled. I thought I'd caught all that stuff. There's a ghost. There we go. No! It's also a really weird enemy design to just have like parasited goats. Let's see. Yeah, I got the Ravenwatch key. Ravenwatch key. There was rubble here that I needed to clear, wasn't there? And I needed something to do that. Is that the bow, maybe? Maybe. It could be a bow. Is this the Ravenwatch? Hey, I got a permanent health up. Permanent health. What? Oh, do I have to kill more? I don't know. He was playing Subnautica instead of waifu games. Impossible though it may seem. Got him. GG, no re. Maybe I don't like games like these. It makes me feel like a crow on a rainy day. It's probably the famine theme with so many insects and ticks. Yeah, it's much wetter. You know, I thought it was gonna be like ambient wetness and not bug wetness. I quite like the rain and I like the waters and such. I don't like the insects that come along with them. The sort of lower grade animal biomass that just exists to feed the food that I eat, the chickens and the fish and such. Oh, so it's a wait a minute, what's up there? Actually, gotta get back up there. I shouldn't have slid down. Can I? No, I can't scatter them up. But yeah, also a sneaky trick indie developers, myself included, like to do. Is you'll just have like a decent enough looking environment, and you'll have music play in the background, and not a lot happening, so that people are like, oh wow, it's so atmospheric. You got a really good atmosphere in the game. And I was like, oh yeah, maybe I just tricked you into playing it slow, and you mistook slow gameplay for a game being atmospheric. Ah! I've been killing like every goat and mosquito though, bro. Yeah, no fault on this as well. I fear that I've cleared everything out. I won't be able to hit the birds, they're too far away. Hey, get on the grass! Oh, I'm so tired, chat. And right now I know for a fact that the cat is not in my bed. I thought the cat would be in my bed. He's been sitting on the couch this whole time watching me stream. Come on, I need 3 more enemies to kill. Both could be true. Could be slow and atmospheric. That's also true. I'm using this on you because you are not worthy of my limited arrows. Hey, 2 of you. Very nice. What? That didn't kill you. Hoped it would. I gotta say, I had hoped that it would actually kill you. There we go. There we go. One more. This is some great Deku Tree ass music. Oh, hey, yeah. Speaking of Deku Tree, Zelda. Apparently, Nintendo was looking to have Monolith Soft make their own Zelda game, which could be interesting. I think they should get me to do it. I would make Majora's Mask 2. This time it's 4 days, and it's like the same 3 days, but there's an extra 4th day. And it's just like, oh man, the game's just a bit longer now. You made it more tedious. But yeah, I think that would be interesting. It's interesting to watch the sort of transformations taking place over at Nintendo as they seemingly are not keeping all of their properties as insanely close to the chest and are being as insanely defensive of everything about them as they used to be, with like now movies coming out and them having changed their rules to like streaming and such. And I would imagine pretty soon you're going to see Nintendo be like, actually, yes, you are allowed to have a Nuzlocke. You are allowed to play your games the way you want to play them. I need another mosquito. I need one more enemy to kill. 4 days for the 4th act structure. That's true. Thesis, antithesis, synthesis, and then another synthesis, I guess. Or just like a 4th thing happens. Beginning, middle, ending, and then just like tacked on like extra sequences. Hey! Nice! I think it's over there somewhere. Oh, my most favorite water, where I always have trouble climbing up again. So embarrassing. Probably because the old guys are leaving the company for retirement. Yeah. Yeah, it probably is. It probably is. You know, these boys aren't getting any younger. And Miyamoto has been very vocal about how removed from everything he really is at these points. At this point, where like, I think he like even said something to the effect of, "Yeah, I don't do anything. They could just if I went away, probably nothing would really change." It's just like, okay, so that's an admission of something. Is this where I got the bow? I will take the extra arrows. Quick saved. Alright, so that's the started part of the area. So it would have been actually in the other direction, that path where I needed to kill a bunch. Oh no, you know what? I can just go to the musical group, and it wrapped around that area, I recall. So like this path, maybe. It could be.
was the other way, right? Yeah, it brought me around the cliff. No, it was that way.
It's actually a real thing. The beginning, middle, twist, and conclusion.
Oh yeah. But that's not how I was gonna do it. I was gonna tack on yet another sequence. So it's like beginning, middle, and yet another sequence.
Watched any movies or TV shows lately, Acer?
I've been rewatching some Sunny. Just like while I'm killing time in between when I'm taking breaks from writing. Any movies? Me and the Whammon, we watched the Blade Runner duology, and she fell in love. She was like, I don't like sci-fi, but I like this because it's like about people and like complex human emotions. And I'm like, that's what all sci-fi is, you idiot! I didn't say that. I'm much kinder to her IRL than I am when I pretend to be tough on stream. So yeah, we watched that. Hey. I do not think so. I have one arrow and one enemy. The margin for error is 0. It was easy. Huh? Oh, I thought like a new path had opened up. I had to pull a lever to get the rock slide to activate. Yes. People just be making anything and calling it progression design.
Remarkable corporate leadership, to be honest. Most entertainment companies would be kneecapped by someone like Miyamoto fading that they drilled their ethos into younger gens' remarkable success. Oh, totally. And like, whatever missteps you think Nintendo makes, my god, like, have you seen their competition? Rock slide is over there. Hey, what's the big idea? I thought the rock slide was supposed to get out of here, man! Got to find your map at the signpost. Didn't Elden Ring teach you this? And yeah, it was the last Subnautica stream. Yes. I have the map. What did he say about the... But I activated the rock slide again. I pulled the lever to deactivate the rock slide. Did I maybe misinterpret what was going on? Chat, this is so embarrassing for me. I'm supposed to be like an expert gamer, and I can't game my way out of a paper bag. I'm still in like the red area, and I want to move on. I want to go to the next level. My life cannot be... Wait a minute, that statue. That's the same statue I pulled the lever on. It is perhaps possible that there is more than one lever. But I kind of figured that. With my gamer instincts, I had pieced as much together. Now watch as I retrace my steps to that cave. I'm not going in it. We'll loot these arrows, though. Actually, I will go in it because there's no enemies in it, and it's totally safe. And maybe there was another path that I opened up in here, and I just wasn't paying attention. I don't think there is, though. But we'll see. Tongue is still up. Because like this corner with a bit of a shadow, like I'm looking here and it's like, oh, that could be a stairway up, but no, it's just a corner that has a shadow, and the other corner does not have the shadow.
You call this level design?
Everybody's talking about Subnautica. Chad has abandoned me. Loki too popular. But yeah, what else have I been watching? I don't think I've been watching much else, have I? Just been like living, going through things, and having character arcs IRL, you know. And I slide off, of course. Wait! That fort at the very beginning of the map to the right. That's the Raven Den, right? I have a key for that now. I'm an idiot. Or the level had a lot of stuff going on and I just got confused. Nevertheless, in any case, yes. Oh, chat, we in. There's a guy with a message there. Hold on, check out this basement real quick. Nope. It's interesting that health is like is handled the way that it is. There's like health is the collectible on the map. It's kind of fun. The church in Deadwell is built on top of something very old. There's a reason the place has that name. If you survive, you might get to see it. The Traveling Flute Player. Thank you, Traveling Flute Player, Kuhn. Ah, the shield for the puzzle. You can't use it to defend yourself. That's what a puzzle. Carved into the shield, another shield is located near the stone bears in Greenslit. What are we talking about here, Chad? Okay. But I don't know where that is. Am I go through the forest area again to go to Deadwell to wrap up to this other path? Or do I try to find that other exit from Ravenfen? The one on the left is clogged up by the rock slide, but there's another one up ahead. Hold on. Hold it. Like in the general straight ahead direction. This should take me somewhere. We're cooking, chat. I can't save while I'm running. That's interesting. Yes. This looks like I'm just gonna go back into that damn cave again and make no progress. So I was here earlier, I slept down from that, but maybe there's a path on the left side that takes me to a door I can leave through? We will see. Life full? Wait, was my max health 100 and my health upgrade gave me 1 more health? It's pretty funny. I pressed space! Why did he jump? Can tell why this game takes 10 hours to complete now. Yeah, I kinda feel like I get it. But I don't know, I feel like maybe this is not a great game necessarily for streaming. Maybe this is a game you play on your own, and it's just sort of there to help you decompress, because it's very much just about atmosphere. Let's go back. Let's go back to Dead Family. Now that we have a new weapon with which to kill. Does anything change here on the rock slide side? Oh, hello! Hey! Have I found a bow? Yeah, I have, man. Questioningly. This one does not have a tongue. Yes, yes, yes! Green slit! Chat! We did it. I enjoy the ambient music? Yeah. Oh, it's this. They call it green fan because it green. Nasty collision mode. Okay, supplied. Hey! Get yourself a faster weapon against the blood-hungry biters you are sure to encounter. There's a weapon right across the river on the wooden beam, see it? Then your job is to find the place where shields are missing from the walls. The owner of the shields will unbar the path going forwards once returned. The rope lines can be used after finding a pulley in Knock Pond. Oh, and the tower is haunted. This game wants to do everything except have me stay in one place, I notice. Hey! Oh, hey, oh, wait, whoa, this is pretty good level design, I gotta say. I like the cliff action. I like this area. It's like a giant bee enemy. I was gonna say I like this area a lot more, but now I'm thinking about how much more of a hassle it's going to be to navigate to fight these enemies. Also, it's not encouraging to see that once again I have these flying bug enemies. Kind of hoping that was going to be the other level thing, and that this level. Oh yeah, I'm going to get a crossbow here. Kind of hoping that this level would be, a bit different. But then again, it's a very primitive combat system, so you can sort of expect similar sorts of enemies showing up. No, get lost. What is this? What is this enemy AI that they fly like way above me? Where it's oh, there's so many of them. Screw this, man. Yoink! Get some health, bitch. I'd like to see you get down here. Oh! Yeah. We're running away! Uh-oh! Oh yeah, there's no fall damage. No worries. I feel like I've maybe just stumbled across like a hive and I didn't notice. And I just want to get away from everything so I don't have 30 enemies aggroed at me. I got one. Got one! No way, I didn't kill it though. I hope nobody has aphiphobia. The world-known fear of bees. That I know what name it is because I talked about it in the Silent Hill 2 commentary. Ah, I will pull. The door has opened somewhere near. Very cool. But where? Where? Maybe on top? Maybe. Honestly, the combat of the game is very tedious, so not surprised that all of the enemies will grind across. Yeah. I have officially kind of lost track of where that chain I pulled was, so not reasonable to expect me to find that door anytime soon. Is this the tower I came in from? No. I don't think so. Or maybe it is. I remember looking at a sign that looked like that, but I've seen it a few times. So I think that sign is telling me there's like a bear in a cave. I thought it was like a goblin guy. There's a bee there, so... Hey! What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Can't be having this. Can't be having this. Like a nasty sort of hive mound. Hoping they don't infinitely spawn, though it would be nice to collect souls to open up paths. Do a sort of short round around the game's intended trajectory. Can you just be in the crosshair, man? Oh, jeez. Ah! Come on, man. Come on, man. There we go. Done. 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 Thank you. There we go. I don't know if that was an example of that when I picked up the health. I think I actually did touch the object. But you'll see this a lot in older games. I think even, I haven't checked it out, but I think the Metal Gear Solid 1 enemy AI operated on this because it's much easier. Oh, I found a coil of rope for a ballista, that's cool. It's much easier to keep track of 2 dimensions than 3. And so a lot of the times, script proximity triggers will not care about your Z-axis placement. I think like if you go and play Ratchet and Clank 1, the turret on Hoven, if you can just get under it, if you can sort of like get enough speed and just zoom out so that you're underneath it, the trigger will activate. I don't know if that's though, in that specific example, I don't know if that's because the trigger is so large or because it just does not, just doesn't check the axis location, because you aren't supposed to be able to get out there over the ocean anyways. You're supposed to be able to only do this when when you play the game properly and get to that area. Come on. Come on, man. Like, I feel like your enemies are detracting from the game a bit. What's the point of this beautiful environment if I'm like this is the way I'm looking at it, trying to track these bees. I remember the story about you bullying another child. Yes, 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 I did do that. That's a bee story. And in fairness, he was a total wiener, so he kinda had it coming. The clear obscure of this place is immaculate. I'm really loving this piece's direction. Huh? Is clair obscure an actual term for something and not just the name of a game? Sliding, 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 sliding. Yes, 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 planks. This is progression, Chad. I haven't been here before. If I haven't been here before, it's a new area to me. Check this out. In one run, I do this. It's the crank to the elevator! Now I can use the elevator. Oh shit, but I'm gonna die if I fall off because there's water underneath me. But I didn't fall off. Oh, this isn't safe ground either? Oh. Probably the collision for those planks is much more forgiving than what it looks like. Quick saved! Nice. I need a lantern. What to go there? This is safe ground. Okay, let me see if my instincts are correct. I died. My instincts were correct. So do not the troll hole. Oh yeah, I was also watching Sunny, and that's a very apt joke for that. Man, why also are these not just one-hit kills? Why do I have to stack damage against them like this? It is what it is. What is this? Hey, I found a piece of a lamp. See again what I mean with the sort of disregard for time period and technology can just be whatever you want it to be. Alright, so this is where the anthill was, so I know kind of where I am again. It means the contrast between light and shadow. Clear, light, obscure, shadow. It's a very popular Renaissance movement. Oh. Well, look at Mr. Renaissance over here. No, that's interesting. I didn't know we had a term for that. Did you know that before the game came out? I'm not saying like I'm not calling you stupid if you learned it from the game. I'm just like curious. Because I will often pick up stuff like that when like a new piece of media comes out that uses the term, and then I'll pass that knowledge off as my own, and people will be like, oh wow, did you know this? And I will accuse them of being like, you know, the only reason you know that is because this thing came out. And they're like, oh yeah, you're right, lol, I'm just pretending. And I was like, yeah. But secretly I was also just pretending. I didn't know that either. But this is you know, this is part of the grift. You're always staying one step ahead of your enemies and friends. Okay, so got him. Didn't kill him though. Whatever. What is even the point of this? What is the point of fighting these bees? The only reason you put the bees there was to block off progress. I'm wily to your tricks. Nothing in there, really? Kind of hoping to find like the lamp or something. Oh wait, there's a bridge. There's a bridge. There's a bridge. I can cross the bridge. Okay. Kind of got turned around. Nier Automata was where you learned all about philosophers. This is true. I was like, I wish there was guys who just like thought about a bunch of stuff. And then Nier Automata came out and everyone was like, did you know about like existence and stuff? And I was like, yeah, idiot. It's called philosophers. But secretly, I had only recently learned that myself. Hey, it's a boss. I think I will kill him. Oh, my health, man! Yo, okay. Where on earth was my last save? Shit, I don't know where this is. But I do know that I need to wrap it up. It's almost 4 a.m. where I am. Boop. Moving over to the stream window. I got it from Solar Sands. I knew it before E33, but man, I bring out that term way more now because when then I get to recommend Expedition 33 to people. Oh yeah. So yeah, indie stream hopefully continues tomorrow. Tomorrow is pizza day. Finally, I get to eat food that isn't just like, you know, eggs and fish and meat. I get to eat carbs tomorrow. Yeah, so pizza day tomorrow, and I think I'll find something else to play. I did enjoy this, but I don't know how much more of this I can do on stream. We playing, yeah, like I said. Just noticed player humiliated by the enemies. Huh? But yeah, so thanks everybody for watching. Wishlist my game in the description box below if you haven't already. That's not this game. My game is listed as my game. And join the Discord, also in the description box. I fixed it. So if you're watching this now while I'm streaming, or you're watching the VOD relatively close to me streaming it, the link should work. I know I always get messages from people being like, these invite links you post, they expire and you're like, they don't work anymore. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. So yeah, take care everybody. Bye-bye.